Welcome to Yoga for Golfers. I'm Dr. Joe, and today we're going to be focusing on the low back, a problem area for many of you out there. Arms overhead, hands together. We're going to start with a few simple back bends. Now, these should be slow and controlled. You don't need to worry about going as far as you can right away. Just ease into the motion. And as you feel more comfortable, you can go farther back. Start to feel a stretch in your abs. Great. If that's too hard, you can also drop your hands down behind your low back and perform your back bends this way. A little bit easier, a little bit more control. Hopefully helps you control your breathing if that's something you struggled with on the first movement. Now we're going to go to the left, same position, arms overhead, and bend. Again, for those of you this is difficult for, you can bring your hands down to your hips, and you're going to bend to the side. I'm always telling my clients that when you bend like this, you really want to picture yourself bending between two panes of glass so that you're going purely to the side and not deviating way forward or way backward. Great, now we're going to spread our feet. I'm going to work on keeping my knees straight. And for those of you who are more flexible, you can keep your knees straight. If this is too difficult, put a little bend in your knees. You'll still get benefit from the exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to go down and touch one toe, come up, and touch the other side. I'm going to go back and forth. This way you're getting that forward bend, letting those muscles across your low back stretch out, and then adding some rotation. Obviously, we use lots of rotation in the golf swing, so that's key. You can go slow and controlled. You can add a little bit of speed to the movement. Whatever feels right for your body. Come up. Next, we're going to drop down to one knee. Add in some thoracic twist. Use your knee as a leverage point. Turn, open your chest as far as you can. Now, you could feel this in your low back. You might feel it in your upper back. Either one's fine. No matter what, you've got to be able to make this motion for the golf swing. So it's less about what's holding you back and knowing that something is holding you back. Again, if you want, you can feel a nice long stretch here. You can hold, or you can move back and forth for more repetitions. Switch legs. I'll give you another view from it. What I want you to notice is how far my shoulders turn. So when I rotate, I'm going to move away from the camera, and you should see both my shoulders, both my shoulder blades. I'm really getting rotated away from the camera screen. Every little bit of rotation is going to take pressure off your back in the backswing and the downswing. At any time you have more motion, you also have a longer time to generate power, so you might see some distance increases if you really improve that. Now we'll drop to our knees and then to our hands, and we're going to do a cat-cow pose. So first, you're going to let your belly button drop toward the ground, arch your back, pull your shoulder blades back, and look up to the sky. Then you're going to round through your lower back, round everything, look between your legs, and then go back the other direction. Just like the back bends earlier, you don't have to start with a ton of movement on this one. You can ease into it, and you should just get more as you go. This is a lot of people I work with's favorite movement when they have a sore, achy low back. A lot of times it's their first go-to in the morning. Nice, easy way to get it loosened up. Okay. You can hold a stretch there. That feels good. Or you can go back and forth with a little bit more pace. You should really feel your pelvis tuck each way here. And notice that a lot of the movement I'm getting from my low back, every once in a while you'll see some people really static through here and get all the movement up this way. But we want to make sure it's even across the whole spine. Awesome. Now we want to feel a little bit of a stretch across that low back. You can widen your knees or you can keep them together. You're going to sit back on your feet into a child's pose. And you can drop your head down. Your feet can go whatever position you like. You'll see mine over the tops of my feet on the ground. If you would prefer, you can curl your toes under. It's really a matter of personal preference. If you want to add some extra to that stretch, you can reach to one side. Really feel that stretch through your lat area. Often restricts our rotation and forward bend mobility. Make sure you control your breath. Nice easy breaths. Try not to get stuck holding it. And we can work to the other side. A lot of times on the deepest part of your inhale, you'll feel a deeper stretch. That just shows you that when you put air inside your ribcage, you are going to expand those muscles a little bit further. And we're going to come up, and I'm going to lower all the way down to my stomach. I'm going to roll my chest off the ground and lower down. Now there are different ways to do this. You can try and keep every muscle in your back as relaxed as possible and move all the movement through your hands. That should maximize mobility. You can make it a little bit more of a strength movement and use some of those low back muscles to peel you up as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. In a moment, we'll take this into a combination movement. So you're going to press into your hands, press up into a plank position. Bring your toes under, shift back for downward dog. You might want to pedal this one out, get a little extra length through your calves and hamstrings. Once you feel like you've got a good stretch, you can come back into the plank, lower down, come into an upward dog. This time you're going to use your arms to push up, control your breathing, and flip the other way into a down dog. By now you should definitely feel some of that movement happening throughout your back. I can already tell I've got a lot more movement than when we started. The coach can really make this a great part of a pre-round warm-up if a tight lower back is a problem in your golf game. And then the last one, you just lower down, take a deep breath, and relax. So if any of those movements were particularly tough for you, you might want to write them down, go back, practice them a little bit extra, or you can go through the video again and see if they loosen up even more. If you have any questions, leave a comment below the video and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.